going to talk about this Wepon Light right here, which is the Streamlight ProTac rail mount. And this is the 350 lumen version one. Charlie, I think me and you have had a couple of conversations on this. I don't think we've ever talked about it on the show.
Why'd you go 350 lumen?
Yeah, there are way brighter lights out there that Streamlight offers. Of course, Surefire, Cloud, whatever. There's all kinds of different Wepon lights out there. Mm-hmm. When I was building this gun, I was specifically doing it with home defense in mind, and I live in a place that has very bright walls. And so when I was
still or at the time,
well, my walls back then were white. Now they're like a super light gray, so it's kind of the same, still kind of the same thing. But anyway, the reason I went with 350 is because when I found when I was doing kind of my own flashlight testing at home is that the lights get super bright when you shine light on them. If they're white walls or just a light color, right? So they're going to reflect back at you. If you turn on a bright light, 1,000 lumens plus, like everyone says that you need, not everyone, but most people say that you need. If you turn on a bright light with white walls, that's going to blind you in a home defense setting, especially.
Why do the white walls matter? What if I have black walls?
Well, black walls do absorb light better, but it's still the same principle. Is that if you're in a completely dark space and you turn on a light, all of a sudden, what's going to happen? Your corneas are not going to adjust very quickly, and you're just going to be kind of lost in the situation. That's what you want to do to the bad guy, but you don't want to do that to yourself, right? So I went with 350 lumens because I thought that was a nice balance. You could probably go 500 lumens and still be in a good spot. But then having a light that is this dim, I would call it, a light that isn't too bright, I felt that was the right circumstance.
So I guess my next question would be is, since you went lower on the lumens, did you see, was there improvements in any other spec area? The candela of it. Yeah, so the candela, so for those who don't know, there's the lumens that is basically like the overall brightness of the thing, and then there's the candela, which is how intense the light is at a specific, basically the beam of light. Mm-hmm. So you can think of a super high candela is like super narrow, like a laser beam. If you take your mag-light flashlight that's making the really tight beam would be a higher candela.
Right, exactly. So I went with a much lower candela as well to get that throw kind of across the spectrum. Because when I'm in a bright room, take it like this, when you're outside and you see a critter or varmint really far away, you want a really high candela.
You want a laser beam.
Yeah, you want to be able to see, what is that? Is that a cougar?
Throw it very far.
Exactly. Is that a cougar? Is that a something?
Is that a cougar?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the animal kind, not the lady kind. And then the lady kind, I said it. And then if you're inside, though, there are, obviously there's hallways and there's stairs and there's things like that. So it's like I don't need to be able to see very far away because I'm in kind of a confined space. Both places I was living then and now are still kind of the same way. So it's like I just need to be able to light up almost the entire room, or as much of the room as possible, so that I can see.
So you want more peripheral light than intense single spotlight.
Exactly. So I want more light across the whole area, peripheral vision, everything else, so that I can identify a threat or not, and be able to, diffuse the situation as best as possible. So when you're thinking about, I think people get in a lot of trouble. I saw this when I was studying a lot of lights, is that, just get like the brightest, best candela thing you can for the money.
The higher number, higher better.
Yeah, exactly. Like I saw a lot of articles like, this is the brightest light you can get for this amount of money. And it's like, well, maybe brightness isn't all it's cracked up to be. Maybe brightness is like depending on your situation.
Did your cameraman brain kick in and you were like, well, what if I want to light the target just properly before I take a picture with my cell phone?
That did not go through my head, actually. For all of my lighting, I don't know, expertise, I suppose.
Does that lighting expertise from all of these other lights, you guys can't see it, but I'm pointing at our set lights.
I also did work at an LED lighting company for 3 years.
Does all of that come into play when you were doing your research on that? Did you overanalyze it a little bit?
It probably was, actually.
A lot of it, the specs probably made sense to you as well.
Well, the specs made sense to me as well. Also, when you think about price, because usually it works out that the higher lumens you get, the more expensive lights get. So it works out for me that it's like, what do I actually need? What's my actual situation that I'm planning on using this for? Not planning on using this outside in the forest all that much. I'm planning on using this, inside most of the time. So it's like, what do I actually need? And it works out that a much dimmer light also equals a much more affordable or more value. And that's kind of what we talk about all the time, is what's the value the stuff that we're getting.
When it comes to weapon mounted lights, I don't think I've ever encountered I say this with a little bit of reservation because I have encountered one bad one, but I don't think I've encountered a bad company at all when it comes to the weapon mounted lights, because there's a bunch of them out there. But I think at the top is Surefire, and then I think Streamlight's chasing right behind them. I would say that like Cloud Defensive with like the Rhine would probably be higher, but their lights are a little on the spendy side, and they're kind of hard to get.
There's a newer one that
there's
a new one that Jordan was talking to us about. I don't know if you guys have talked about it.
Nightstick.
No, it's around Streamlight's price point.
Mod Light.
No, not that.
Light?
I can't remember.
Right
It's like something with an F. It's like Fire Stick or something like that. I don't know what it is.
Oh,
it's a one that I hadn't heard of.
Is it Fire Stick?
It's something like that.
We don't carry them.
We don't. So I don't know the exact brand, but there's more and more coming out all the time. I would say.
Like I've had one bad light experience in all of the years that I've been shooting. Well, two if you count the standard issue Surefire that we were getting issued back in 2008. Those things had like a 5-minute lifespan, and the bulbs would explode.
Really?
So I don't know what was up with that.
Did they give you guys pressure pads and all that stuff to use with them too? Oh, okay.
No, we didn't. Nah, that wasn't even a thing.
Those are just the operators.
Yeah, no, they didn't even have them. It wasn't a thing. We're talking like 07, 08. That wasn't pressure
the
pads.
ancient times.
Yeah,
M16 era.
That wasn't really a thing. But I got in 2020. On a whim, I bought an Olight Valkyrie 2 because I was building an EDC handgun, and I was like, well, I want a light that I can just throw on the charger on my computer every day when I get home. So I got that one because it had a magnetic charger on it, and I thought it was just going to be the coolest thing ever. And then that thing went from having like a 30-minute battery life to about a 1-second battery life over the course of 6 months, because it was, I guess, there's just a really bad lithium battery in there, and you couldn't change the battery. So like once the battery dies, the light is no longer good. And that was like a probably $200 handgun light from Olight.
Yeah, I know Streamlight, they have a couple replaceable lithium ions that you can recharge. They have a USB-C like in the battery itself.
Yeah,
they actually, but their lights have variable powers based on what batteries you run in them too.
Oh yeah, I remember we found that out the other day because we saw on the spec sheet it was like there's two different brightnesses or candela on there, and it's like, why is that? And then we had to like look it up because they didn't say it on the product page, but it was like, it's depending on the battery that you use.
Most lights, if you change the input voltage, you will change the output lumens from it.
I wonder if that's how we burned out all of our Surefire lights back in the day.
Too much power.
Just shoving AA batteries in there instead of 123s or whatever.
Can you burn out a Surefire? I thought they're more durable than that.
Well, the 123s, I don't know their voltage, but AA's are like 1.5 volt. So
is it because we were running maybe it's because we weren't running the Surefire 123s?
No.
I don't know. We whatever we did, we were burning out those Surefire.
Now the thing is, daily. Voltage and capacity are two totally different things in batteries. So it's like if you have a power tool, Milwaukee power tool, Ryobi, DeWalt, whatever, like you feel the factory battery. If you go buy that exact same knockoff battery on Amazon, it'll be like half the weight, even though all the specs are the same. It like someone's lying somewhere because I doubt they're just putting lead in the battery to make it weigh more.
Right.
Or lead in the lithium ion batteries to make them weigh more.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
That's an interesting thing we should dig into at some point, CJ.
What, the weight of Milwaukee batteries?
No, not the weight of Milwaukee batteries, but how batteries impact, like, because
factory batteries versus
aftermarket. Does it only impact Streamlight? Will it impact the Surefire?
Yeah.
Will it impact the Mod Light?
Would actually be really easy. You just get like 4 identical batteries or whatever.
This is a series of shorts.
We could charge them up all the way, and then you just like leave them on, and then like just see which one turns off first, type of thing. You know, the only thing is you'd have to have the camera on a really long time to catch that.
Through optic testing, a lot of the times we'll get one, we'll throw a battery in it and just leave it on.
Yeah.
And those LEDs are like 50,000 hours off of
this is one of them.
That is a illuminated
off a
reticle.
2032 battery or something. And it's like, we're going to have that thing on for the next year. Like, who's going to notice when it actually shuts off?
Exactly.
Like, are you walking in every day? Is it on? No, we aren't doing that. Like, after a few months, you just kind of forget about it a little bit.
For sure. Anyway, there's my There you go. Streamlight. I would definitely get this again.
Would you put that exact? What model Streamlight is that?
This is the ProTac Rail Mount 1.
I think I have the 2 on something.
Sure, I think that one's probably 650 lumens, I want to say, or 625. It's like they go in weird increments.
That's the other weird thing about flashlights, man, is the product names are always like
CLR 7 sub.
Well, it's kind
X.
of like that's kind of guns in general. I hate to tell you, that's a lot of the gun stuff. But
If there's one thing that I think the Wepon Light industry could do better is get rid of the numbers and letters in the name. Like, actually give it a name.
like Cloud Defensive. Like when you say the Rhine, you know what it is. But I couldn't. I mean, I think Surefire's tried a little bit. They're doing like the Micro Scout, the Scout SD, but then they've got like 5 different models of the Scout, where it's like the Scout IR 17 or something. And it's just like, stop putting numbers and letters on the end of your stuff. We know you know what that means, but we don't know what that means. And I want to buy the right flashlight.
Or give me a legend on how to figure that out.
yeah, exactly. So
I can't tell you how many times I bought the wrong TLR7.
Exactly. So always take into account, I guess my lesson of the day, always take into account lumens, candela, all those specs, and the application that you plan on using it in. Because bright is not always better.